Hey guys, welcome back yet again. Thank you so much for joining me. This is our beloved shed, guest space, bunkhouse, we don't know what to call it, spot. And we are going to be Christmas decorating in here. We are getting it ready for my daughter's arrival and just a really fun time. So, as you can see, it is quite cluttered. This has been like a general dumping ground in between inside the home projects. And this is just kind of where everything ends up, especially when we're running around trying to get things out so that there's workspace and such. So I do show you guys up here in the toy loft. That space I do not get to in this video, but that video will be uploaded soon, all in due time. So this is our space we're working with today. Come along with me as we get this place tidied up and ready to go. Hey guys, so this is the shed that I told you guys about where I can store extra things. This is where I kind of store my extra decor that I shop from quite often, and also where I keep extra kids' toys. And so once in a while they can kind of shop in those toys, bring new ones down and put the old ones up. And since my daughter is going to be coming in town from LA tomorrow, I hope to get this place cleaned up for her, just to have a space to go to for some quiet, for some restitute, and we'll see what we can get done for her to enjoy this space while she's home. Yeah, so let's see what we can get done. Hey guys, welcome back. I am so glad you've joined me yet again. Today we are doing a bit of Christmas decorating and also a pretty big tidy up, a declutter, organizational type video. When this was filmed, my daughter was coming home for Thanksgiving, and I just wanted to give her a really clean, fresh, tidied up space to come to and hang out with siblings. And at times the space is super loud. The kids are just in here having a ball, screaming, and oh my goodness, just having so much fun together. So I think it was completely worth it to get this place tidied up and ready for all the fun. That bookshelf house thing I purchased from someone used on OfferUp, and I never did figure out where I wanted to use that. I just thought it was so cute to maybe make into like a little play kitchen for my youngest daughter, or just use it as a bookcase or a bed. What do you call it? The headboard of a bed. I have kept it for a couple years, I believe now, just wanting to use it because it's such a beautiful piece, but I don't know where. So if you guys ever see a place in one of my videos that you think I could use that, suggest it in the comments. I would so love that. I love suggestions if you guys ever want to leave any. And here I am just getting this bookcase tidied up. There is a little tank on there that I hope to I don't know, get some little fish in there. And I have these cool moss balls that float around in the tank. And I really want to get it like up and working. I have a little pump for it. I just have to figure out where. Space is such an issue. Not an issue. Space is tricky. That's what I want to say. So I have a bunch of those wreaths and they cannot go into bins. So you'll see me like maneuvering wreaths all over. Anytime I find those wreaths at the Goodwill bins, I always pick them up because, oh my goodness, wreaths can be so pricey. Especially like the dried flower ones, which I have found there as well. And you can always paint wreaths for the different seasons. I have done that, where I've made custom twig wreaths and made them like Halloween. And that was pretty fun. I couldn't believe that I actually did that. And I tried to make them look like whatever I saw on Pottery Barn's website. So that was pretty cool. I might have to try that again. There's my raccoon jacket. It kept me so warm the other day. I absolutely loved it. Oh, there's more wreaths. So I love wreaths, yes. So up there, oh yeah, I have all of them there. Not all of them, there's even more. But up there is where I can kind of keep all my decor. It's kind of like the toy loft. But it's just to the other side, across the way from the toy loft. So that's where I like to keep all my extra decor and bring it up and down. So like I have mentioned in previous videos, I feel like if you can make beds super cozy, it can just make the entire room. So I really wanted to focus on this bed area, just making it feel like you'd want to like fall into there. That bed spread is so soft. It's a quilted velvet and I absolutely love it. I did not purchase anything for, oh, there's my little fake dog. And that dog bed is so super duper cute. I forget what it says. It says something like hotel something, dogs are welcome. And it just looks really vintage and cute, and it's really nicely made. I got that at a Goodwill, and also the dog. So I thought it would be cute to put a little faux dog on there. I just haven't figured out. I think I want it out in front of the shed. I still haven't decided on that. But I love it. It's so super duper cute. And when I found it, the little dog bed that's on there, it was actually covered with this really ugly, worn out other dog bed cover. And so that was like brand new underneath. And then someone came up to my cart and they were like, hey, I saw that dog bed too. And, oh, you found a new mattress for it. And I said, oh no, this was under that nasty one. So sometimes you just gotta see past the gross stuff and see what's underneath. Dig up them bones. Yeah, that was like a super cool find. I really love that. So, oh my goodness. All of these linens, as you know, I love my handy dandy blower. All these linens were blown to remove any dust, any little spiders, any little crumbs, anything. And then let's see. Okay, I did remove that large area rug. And after I removed that rug, it was so much less cluttered and felt like a bigger space. And it was easier to clean. And it was just feeling like, okay, I'm getting somewhere. So I think that's when I decided I want to hang some garland. I want to do something fun now after all that tedious hard work and decision making on what stays, what goes, where to place all these items, how to organize them. So I have my live garland and then my little live wreath. Okay, and now I'm attempting to use this moose head that I've had for, gosh, maybe 4 years now. And I feel like it's a little bit too modern. I'm trying to create a little bit more of a rustic feel in this bunkhouse shed decor. So what I'm really looking for is like a taxidermied moose or deer head. When I find one maybe for a good price, I'll pick one up. But for now, it's just live garland and a wreath. And I love it. Okay, we are totally cleaning behind this couch. That's where all the crumbs from like popcorn and all those types of snacks can land. And I am also cleaning that little side table. That side table is so neat. I cannot wait to put some natural objects in it and really just make it a little less chaotic. It was pretty filled with items. And now I'm working, let's see. Oh, there I had some icicle lights from, I believe, the Goodwill bins from some time ago. And I was like, perfect, it'll add some light. So there's that side table and it's filled with natural goodies. But I just wanted to create a little bit less cluttered look and just put like a few simple natural items and swap it out because I've had those in there for maybe a couple years now. But yeah, I just love that side table because you can always switch out the stuff to look at in there. I think it's super cool. Oh my goodness. And also I am just sprucing up the entire scent of the place by using every year Target brings back the Miss Myers gingerbread scent cleaner. It is by far my favorite scented cleaner. It is just, the smell is like as if you baked a whole dozen of gingerbread cookies. It's amazing. So it just kind of adds to that Christmas feel, clean feel, homey feel. Wow, that glass piece on top of that table is super heavy. There's that spray. Oh my goodness, it just smells so delicious. The floor really shined up. Super nice. Okay, and now, we're going to work on, I thought we were going to work on the space above the couch, and then I was like, nope, we're going over here. So I'm just like dusting out underneath that TV area. It's pretty cluttered. Those are some of my daughter's books that she left behind, and I think they're important books that need to still be kept down, so I just placed them in that bookcase in some decorative baskets so that she can go through them. And we are shining up that entertainment center's wood. And it's filled with some items that were taken out from my daughter's room. There's a lava lamp and a vase and a little Barbie head. So I will need to either put those in a bin or take those back into her room. We shall see. Okay, so we are totally shining up that entertainment center, making it beautiful and clean and just smelling so good. And it's kind of like I can breathe again. This shed is coming along. It's looking great, and I can see the end result now. All right, it's time for that kangaroo to go back to bed up in the toy loft. Okay, so I made this sign. I really had this open space over the couch, and it's a pretty large open space, and I had really wanted to put like an old mirror above it, but I ended up using this rolled paper sign thing that I had found up in my decor loft and just wrote on it Chateau Noel and created a cute little piece and then put garland around it. So it cost me nothing. I didn't have to buy an old mirror. And I really like how it turned out. I didn't have time to waste. I think I had 2 days to get this project done before my daughter came. So yeah, I was trying to work with anything that I have. I couldn't, search for items or take any more time. I just needed to get it done, get it clean, get it done. And behind that TV, there's always like little spider webs and crumbs and little lost toy pieces. One of my favorite parts, just making the couch kind of like the beds. I figure if you can make the couch really cozy and with all different textures, it just feels like you just want to plop on it and rest, and making it easy to the eye. We were able to finally hang up this coat rack little wall hanger that I've had sitting around in my decor for quite some time and put jackets on it. That was so awesome. So it looks like I tried the bookcase in another area, I think on the wall next to the TV, and I was like, no, this doesn't look right. So moved it back over there, And I just keep cleaning over it to get it really shiny and looking good. And then I'm ready to like start decoring on there. So I have these metal, like antique looking books, and then this little brass rocking horse. I thought in that basket I would put some logs. And so I was ripping open. I'm like, oh yeah, we have these Duraflame logs. And I thought they'd look like actual logs, but it was like a hunk of what looked like, I don't know, chemicals or something. I don't even know what Duraflames are made out of. But it was not the look I was going for to put in that basket. And then I stacked a couple pictures on top of each other. There's like a snowy tree print and then like a sketch of a tree under it. Just real natural prints that I thought would go with the aesthetic of the bunkhouse, shed, whatever you want to call it, guest area. It's not a house. And then I'm just like playing with this corner, figuring out different heights and different things. I definitely knew I wanted to put a Christmas tree in here for my daughter to enjoy and look at. So yeah, that corner really was puzzling me. And so I had to leave it alone for a bit and come back to it. But in the meantime, I was like, let's get some twinkling going on. Let's get festive. That thing I moved into the corner there is a space heater, and it looks like it's real flames, but it's not, and it puts out some heat. So yeah, that corner was super difficult for me to figure out. And on to this corner. So I'm prepping this corner, and this corner too was really hard for me to figure out. So I try the chair here. I'm like, this is not gonna work. Now I remembered that I had a tablecloth in a really beautiful forest green color. And I was like, whoa, when I pulled it out, it added such a beautiful contrast to the brown and really felt festive. And I thought, where can I use it? And I decided to cover that cream cushion with the green tablecloth. And boy, it really just worked out nice. It just made the colors in the shed pop. So there, my brain's like, yup, I like this, and now I like it over here, and everything started flowing. And this became like the fun part. The shed was so much more clean and organized, and it was coming together so beautifully. I was getting really excited here. And I was ready for this project to be over, to be honest. So there, I'm tying in more of that green and cream with a really cute long pillow. And then I'm like, yes, in that basket, instead of wood, which I wanted to bring in, I would put a couple little forest animal stuffies. So I have like a vintage moose and a little cute little bear. And then I brought that throw from inside, placed it over the bench, and made a cozy little scene over there. And then I used my rustic balls that I wasn't able to use inside really anywhere to straddle over that entertainment center. And I'm just trying to really do up this corner and make it a really cozy spot. Kind of like in a cabin where you would take off your boots, put on snow gear, that sort of a thing. We don't really wear items like that here. It does not get snowy or anything like that, but we can always pretend. And we are at the tail end of this project. Oh my goodness. It was such a feat to get this project done. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hey guys, so I have finally accomplished this bunkhouse, shed, whatever you want to call it, space for everyone to just kind of relax, hang out, watch a movie, and cozy up during this cold season. It was 2 days in the making to get this done, and I still have a giant mess outside these doors. Everything that I had to remove is now kind of dumped there. So the entrance to the shed is a whole different story, but let's see what I got done inside. And I am super excited about this. I will probably make another video, like a separate video cleaning up in the toy loft. It's an utter disaster and definitely needs some tidying and organizing and maybe some purging as well. So let me show you. It is decorated for Christmas as well. And so I am just so excited to show you guys this. And my daughter arrived safely from LA and she's super excited to enjoy this space as well. So let me show you guys around. So here I added this Chateau Noel sign, and I just put some live garland around that sign that I created and made a ribbon, tied some wood beading around the garland, dressed up the couch down below with some nice throws, pillows. And again, this is all things that I already had. Okay, I brought in this chest from inside. I had an extra tray. Love that. It's an animal print cheetah or leopard. I always forget the difference between the two. Put some live greenery in there. And this stores kind of extra bedding and blankies to get warm. And then I made this space as you enter in. So I kind of created like a little bench area where people can take off their shoes. There's a snowman kit, even though we do not get snow, we can pretend. There's some fur coats. Those are true furs that I repurposed, recycled, I guess, because I got them used. And yeah, some cute little moose and bear stuffies. This bench had a white cushion on top, and I just took a tablecloth and covered it with that beautiful forest green color. I already had these items, pulled those down. I'm just so thrilled with how this turned out. Over here, I didn't do much. I might still want to like restyle this little side table. It's really neat because it has a display inside. It's like glass, and you just open this and add whatever finds that you want to stick in there. I might still redo that. Here on the TV stand, I just used this rustic ball garland, a couple little antlers, a cabin book, and this is really neat. This is where we keep all our like DVDs, and yeah. Okay, and then over here, I made like a little Christmas tree for my daughter to look at and enjoy. I put this live garland around the doorway, live wreath, added the bow and the lighting, made a cozy little sitting area over here, and hung some little prints up there. Yeah, I'm just like totally sorry about the noise. I'm dragging the ring light as we go. And in here is the bunk area. It's got a little shelf. I still probably am gonna do a few things in here, as I didn't really decor too much in here. I'm definitely gonna have to do some more in there, but this is what I got done. Yeah, this is the final look through. Thank you guys so much for joining me yet again. This was quite a project, and now I have a big old mess to clean outside the doors. And when I get that cleaned up and kind of looking cute, I think I'll do a video on that as well. So be looking for that. I think I'll work on that maybe tomorrow or the next day. And also, since my daughter's in town, remember I told you guys that we were gonna work on doing a video taking you guys to a Mexican grocery store and then making a couple meals that we frequently eat, as we are multicultural. And maybe my daughter and I can talk about our experiences being a multicultural family. So that is so exciting. Thank you guys for joining me yet again on another adventure, and I can't wait for the next one. Bye. Hey you guys, here's a little extra video. We installed this custom built ladder to go up into the toy loft, and I think it just turned out so beautiful. What do you guys think?